The following moments may contain explicit language.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am Porky,
The Louis.
the Louis,
Crank.
and Crank. Crank. Yeah, we're back here. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Uncanceled Culture. I got to get used to looking at the camera, man. I used to, looking down at my microphone like this all the time. But what's up, everybody?
Right, we're at each other's ugly faces.
Well, I got to stare at Cranky over there. Like, you can't. Look at that face. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. It's only a face only mom could love.
Hey, his mic is plugged in this week.
Oh yeah, take a look at that. Yeah, it's plugged
Got
in.
it plugged in.
Yeah, it's nice.
Can't hear anything about.
Oh man, so lots happening this week.
A lot happened.
You
this
got
week.
UConn with that. I wanted to talk about that because I don't know if y'all saw that part. So we got UConn. We got the Spurs, MVP talks with Wemby. Interesting statistics that I showed you guys earlier today,
Yep.
which goes along with what I said, right?
Yeah.
About the referees.
Yep.
God damn it. So,
And Crank had an interesting point last week off the air that he didn't want to bring up about the officials, a certain type of official.
oh yeah, the women officials.
Yes.
The women officials. He didn't want to say, come on, Crank, let it out. Let us. Well, let's talk about this first. Let's go into the. Obviously baseball started.
Opening
right?
week.
Opening day, opening week. We've got the new ABS system.
Yeah.
So
we need to talk about that.
What are you guys' thoughts on the ABS system?
Okay, what does ABS stand for in the first place?
Automated balls and strikes.
Oh, okay.
Automated balls and strikes. So
Yes.
now MLB teams get
Three
three,
challenges.
which I thought it was two, but it's three.
Yeah.
So they get three challenges. Now, this has to be initiated by who?
Only the batter or the catcher
Or the coach.
or no. I thought it was only the batter, the catcher, or the pitcher.
Oh, okay, pitcher.
Yeah.
maybe.
Nobody else can initiate
else
it.
can initiate
It's only the batter, the catcher, or the pitcher. So only the battery and the batter. That's it.
Okay.
And you get three challenges, and if you are successful, you keep your challenge. If
So no matter if you get three challenges, so if you get every single one of them right, you keep them all the way to the end of the game.
So if you lose one, you lose the challenge, right? So then you have two, and then it goes down. But if you're successful, let's say you challenge 8 times, 10 times, and you're successful every single time, you keep your challenges, your 3 challenges.
It's the same in every sport.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same like in football when you challenge the
Anything.
yeah, when you challenge anything, right? Like let's say you do a replay
Okay.
challenge and you get it right, you keep your challenge.
Okay.
Challenge.
So
Basketball,
basketball, the same thing.
Well, basketball is you keep your time out.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because that
And
that's the
you still
thing.
have a challenge.
And you still have a challenge.
What they maybe they should change it, right? Maybe they should. Might prevent teams from calling them, so if they get it wrong, they get a strike. I mean, it's a strike, obviously, but it's like, but if they get it wrong, then it's, shouldn't there be some sort of punishment?
Well, my question is, so like in basketball and in
'Cause
football.
in basketball, you lose your timeout.
Yeah, but in basketball and football, if in the last minutes the challenges come from
upstairs.
upstairs
or from
now.
the studio. From
So my point is, in baseball, are they going to do that to where, hey, in the last 2 innings or the last inning, it has to come from upstairs, or like you don't get a challenge? Like I don't get it, because in baseball it's completely different. You can just challenge every inning As long as you get it right, you keep your challenge. Like we're watching the game right now, and obviously we saw 2 bad calls, and they didn't challenge. And Crank's like, well, they're trying to save them throughout the game, and I'm like, but if it's wrong, I mean, if you get it right, you keep your challenge. So what's the point of waiting? That to me, that doesn't make sense. If you know it's bad.
But in the sense of everything that the MLB did to speed up the game,
Yeah, this is slowing it down.
and now you got to check the balls and strikes. Okay, maybe it takes 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
Yeah, it
however
doesn't
long
take long.
It doesn't take very long.
No.
But in the, I don't know, you're trying to speed up the game, but now you're making it longer.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. Technically, they're thinking 6 challenges, 3 on each team, and like you said, if it's 10 seconds per challenge, let's just say that's 1 minute
Well,
that you're
I
adding.
see
to the
what
game,
you're saying.
You know,
Maybe it's hire umpires to get it right the first time.
not like the one female umpire that
Yes,
lost the first call right down the middle. I said that was not
that
was not a good look for her, man.
That just goes along.
Strike?
That just goes along with
They
Cranky's,
catch you, catch you sat there.
That just goes along with Cranky's love for the women
female
officials, the female officials. It's like,
I mean, you know, I haven't seen. I've seen in basketball the female officials impact the game.
the Spurs have been a part of a couple of games
Bad.
that were like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
like, come on,
Which we're
man.
gonna get into.
Come on.
But you know what? I haven't seen. I think there was one call that they really highlighted in the NFL that she got wrong, and I think it was a pass interference call. There was only one that I know that was like the spotlight was put on them, right? In basketball, I think it's impacted the game more. In baseball, I mean, now with this ABS system, if they're behind the plate, which I think it's only one umpire, isn't it? One female umpire? I think. And if that's the case,
she's the one that the first umpire, right?
yeah,
Female-
so
first
she's
female
she's
umpire,
gonna be
right.
in a rotation, so she's not gonna be behind the plate all the time.
She's in the MLB. She's in the MLB, or she?
Yeah, she's in MLB.
Or is she in minors?
No, she's in the MLB, but they had it. Remember, last year was the first year, and it was like towards the end of the season that she was able to finally call a game. I think it was against the Padres. She was finally able to be behind the plate the first time ever. So it was the first.
I didn't think they would put a female umpire because
Hey, they let them vote.
I mean, yeah, they let them vote, let them drive, okay, but in baseball it's different because in the NFL and in NBA you can't go argue with them face to face.
In where? In what?
In NFL and
Oh, okay.
you know, because
yeah.
NBA especially they'll toss you real quick.
Yeah.
you.
Technical buy.
Right.
And on MLB, you get tossed, but you still get your money. You're still gonna get your money's worth before you go to the freaking.
You're gonna let 'em-
sit there. You're gonna argue. How is a female umpire gonna take all that crap?
That's true.
There's no crying in baseball.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it though. You got to think about it now. The only time that they're really gonna make a call that's going to cause a manager or a player to get in their face is gonna be either a play at the plate or a check swing. That's it.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, but for the most part, except for the dummy that we just saw right now, for the most part, the check swings are challenged to the first and the third base umpire. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, you'll get the home plate umpire that says, "Oh yeah, he went around." That's rare. That's very few and far between, right? I think it's gonna be the play at the plate, and there's now challenges as well for replay. So I really don't see that they are too scared of the female umpires. You know,
So they're gonna get it
having
right.
to deal with that the way they used to deal with it back in the day, before the challenges, before the ABS, and
Because
all
now
that.
they got the opportunity to get it right.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
they can challenge it, and then they say, "No,
In
bitch.
basketball,
no, bitch, you
well,
fucked."
I saw the basketball one. Did you see that one female ref that who was it? One of the players was telling her. She was telling her a bunch of stuff, just going off on her. I guess about a call that she made, and all she told him was, "Chill out, just chill out." And he just turned around and walked away. And I think I might be mistaken, but I think more guys are going to be hesitant to want to get and argue, with a female official. You know what I mean? Like they would. And even at that, all she has to do is, boom, you're gone.
Well,
Get
they
out my
still
face.
have that power. I mean, it's not like they have any less power. They're still an official. They can still, throw them out if they have to. It's like,
And
you know
mess up
what,
calls like
I'm
they did
done.
against the
I'm
Spurs.
done with your crap. Boom,
Yeah.
throw them out. Like, I mean, I was just curious what you guys thought about it because I had the feeling that now does it really matter? Like, do you want to use all your challenges in the first inning? Obviously, you're not. So you're gonna let a couple of those calls go. When it, like Cranky, we're watching the game right now, and he said, "Oh, tap the helmet." What did you tell him? Like tap the helmet. But it was the first inning. It's like, do you really want
But
does
if it's
it
wrong,
really
it's wrong, and you
matter?
get it right, you keep your challenge, man.
But
Now does that come from the coach? Does that come from the manager telling him, "Hey, nobody challenged in the first
I
inning"?
think so.
You know what I mean?
It's
Or
got to, it has to.
or it's like, or maybe if you get guys on, maybe if there's guys on,
And
right,
it's gonna
and
impact
it's less than 2 outs.
You're down a run.
Then
or-
maybe
yeah.
you may want to be like, hey, whoa,
Yeah.
then you might want to call it. But I also, that's what I was thinking, is that a lot of umpires they're not really going to care.
And I think
I mean,
it's-
and it's their job to care because that's what they're paid to do.
And I think it's gonna eliminate the temper tantrums that these kids throw.
Well, they've already thrown a
An 11-year-old?
manager out. No, they threw a manager out yesterday
Oh.
for complaining about balls and strikes. And they're like, no, you can't argue with the robot. What?
That's true. That's true.
So they yanked him. They're like, yep, you're out of go hit the showers.
I think we'll see less temper tantrums.
I mean, we just looked at one right now. How far off was that one?
yeah, it was.
They called it a strike.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
low.
about half a foot off the strike
Yeah.
out of the zone, and he still called it a strike. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. It's still the beginning. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how everything runs. But should we talk about the Spurs this early? I say yes. So,
I got my
yeah.
Castle jersey on.
So,
Hey, he's been on the tear, man. Castle.
I didn't watch the game last night.
People always talk about sophomore slumps, and I haven't seen that from him.
And the freshman 15?
I've actually seen him improve. His jump shots improved. He's still taking it to the rim. He's still playing good defense. I mean, I haven't seen, and then not only that, his teammates are always like hyping him up, giving him praise about how well he's doing on defense, how well he's doing, rebound. I mean, he just had his 4th triple-double of his career.
I think he's really getting after it.
Yeah.
Like, he's really not really caring. Like, how many? He ends up with, like, a lot of fouls, but that's his defense.
Yeah, he does reach a lot, but he
That's
does
his
get a lot of
defense.
steals,
But
too.
that's
so,
how he plays. His defense is actually pretty good.
yeah.
I mean, if you're going to put him on somebody, you're going to put him on Durant. You're going to put him on,
You're going to put him on the best player, but then when it comes to playoffs, he's going to be in foul trouble.
well, yeah,
Because-
especially if he's playing you-know-who.
Yes, you know who times 2.
Well, he's talking about the
referees?
What are you talking about? About the
Yeah, that Canadian
the
up there.
Canadian guy
Canadian
that plays for the northern team in OKC.
plays-
OKC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you got the other one, too, that plays in L.A.
Hollywood.
Oh, Doncic.
Yeah, that dude. Well, he got suspended. You see that?
Well, why? Because he got another technical?
Yeah, he got a 16 technical, so he was
Oh.
suspended yesterday for his game.
Big whoop. So Wemby last night is now technically the fastest player to reach a double-double in a game,
Yep.
which I didn't even know was a real stat. when that who posted it? You or the guy from
Syracuse.
The guy from Syracuse.
Yeah.
So when he posted it, I tell you what, I thought it was a LeBron stat. I'm like, who keeps track
exactly,
of
bro.
Who keeps track of this stuff? I'm like, LeBron stat. Like this is a LeBron stat, people. Okay.
All right, so the
hold
fastest-
on, let me tell them what a LeBron stat
Okay,
is.
okay, yeah,
A
yeah,
LeBron
yeah.
stat is this, right? And this is usually you'll see on ESPN. LeBron James was the first person to score 30 points on a Tuesday after a full moon while Mercury was in retrograde. That's a LeBron stat.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought this was. I thought it was a joke.
So the stat was the fastest double-double ever, and the record was from 1970. So
Could have been
no,
from anybody.
Yeah, but here's
It
the
could have
thing.
been Bootsy Collins. Bootsy Collins had the record.
But here's what makes it more legit than the LeBron stats, because the LeBron stats, it's the first time you've ever heard of this stat. They just made it up for him, right?
Yeah, you're
This
right,
one,
you're
they
right.
actually had record of it. 1970, Jim Washington had a double-double in 8 minutes and 40 seconds.
Could have been Bootsy Collins. I don't know. I'm just
But
saying.
Wemby broke that record, and he had
Jackie Moon. Sound like a Jackie Moon stat.
so Wemby had it in 8 minutes and 31 seconds. So he broke it by 9 seconds.
I mean, I was watching the game and I heard when Sean Elliott said it, and I was like, damn, already?
Wow.
Like it snuck up on you because the game, like the first quarter of the game was sloppy, man.
Yeah.
It was just bad. It was just bad.
Because
You know?
you're expecting them to be beating the crap out of them.
Yes,
you
and,
know.
and so that's why, like, when he said it, I'm like, really? Like, you don't even see him.
He hadn't really done.
He
like,
hadn't really been, scoring. I think his double was probably like 10 and 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
He
It was
didn't
10 and
have
10.
that many points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get to me, what I guess I didn't think about it because once the guy from Syracuse mentioned it, I was like, yeah. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, that is pretty, because points you can get.
Yeah.
Points are easy. You can get 10 points in 5 minutes, less than that. But to get 10 points and 10 plus rebounds in that amount of time,
But that just goes to show you how sloppy the game was.
Yeah.
If you get
Yeah.
10 rebounds in freaking 8
Yeah.
minutes, that's how bad the game was in the first quarter. It was sloppy. Both
Well,
teams.
I mean, that's so weird. Like, who? I mean, these guys must be better than Louis because these guys had these stats like chop, chop.
Dude.
They're like chop, chop, chop.
Like-
Like really?
It-
Wow.
It was like whenever you know that somebody's gonna score their 10,000th point of their career or have their 300th hit or whatever it is, and right away, oh okay, throw the ball or let's do this, dude. 8 minutes and 31 seconds into the game, Sean Elliott announced it like, oh, he already broke the record. Like, what the heck? That was crazy.
Like he had that one in his back pocket.
Yeah,
Like,
he
was
already
waiting
had
for
it
that
in
one.
there.
He was like, I know he's gonna get it one of these days. I'm gonna whip it out. Yeah. But no, that's crazy, man. That
Well, and then you talk about another stat, one that one of y'all sent over to the group as well, that the Spurs were the first team in NBA history to win 4 straight road games by 25 plus points.
see, that could be a LeBron stat too. No, it's
Well,
not.
I mean, but
It's not a LeBron
It's the
stat.
first team in NBA history. Like you got to think about that, right?
Like, yeah, on the road.
On the road,
Who does that? You know.
and they're on a 9-game winning streak. OKC's on a 10-game winning streak. So the Spurs, who you would have thought made up ground, right, are still 2.5 games back.
Well, they were 3.
Yeah, and
Now
they
they're
made it
2.5.
2.5 the day after we recorded last week.
Yeah.
They freaking went to 2.5, and they've stayed there.
We need to keep talking
OKC
about
can't
him.
be in no damn 10-game winning streak. They just lost to Boston last week.
It says that they're on, unless it was a 10-game home winning streak, because it says that they're on a 10-game streak.
Damn,
No,
Cranky's
Let's see
testing
here.
out.
Uh-oh,
He's
uh-oh.
testing him out here.
I'm just saying what
Go after him.
what the
What
little
what
guy
guy
inside the big guy's head said.
Well, the reason I wanted to kind of get into that as well is because we talked about that guy from OKC. I'm not gonna say his name.
Oh yeah, it is a home game, but they've
10
only
home
lost
games
one.
in-
They've only lost one this month. OKC.
So it was an interesting stat that I screenshot and I took a picture of it and sent it to the guys. And it's like, okay, so last night, which was Tuesday, the OKC was playing the the Pistons. SGA scored 41 points.
47.
47. But 25 now points?
No, he
or
had 20.
attempts?
He had 25 free throw attempts.
Okay.
And remember when we were talking about the average free throw attempts, and he's averaging almost 10 to
No.
Wemby 6 or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
He
He
had
had 25 free
25.
throw attempts this past game.
25. That means that there was 25 fouls called against him.
Well, more like
No,
12
yeah,
or 13.
More like 13. Yeah,
Because he could have had a couple and ones, or he had
But still,
two free throws.
still,
Yeah.
that
And there was
goes
a
to
couple
my
phantom calls
argument.
because I was watching that too.
That goes to my argument that I had a couple of episodes back.
Okay, so SGA 47 points,
He
25
had
free throw attempts.
47 and 25
Yeah,
attempts.
he scored 21 points on free throws, but 25 attempts.
Wemby
Had 41
had
points,
41 points
16 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 blocks.
and
4 free
four
throw
free
attempts.
throws.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. I don't know if you can see this. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 free throw attempts to 25.
Yeah.
So, a couple of episodes back, I got on a tangent about the referees and the Spurs not getting those calls. So, you tell me, who had to work harder in that game? Obviously, it wasn't SGA, right? He was getting those calls. I mean, we saw the attempts. We saw the fouls they were calling against the Spurs, where they weren't even, was it Harper, who basically got out of his way. They still called the foul. Of course, they reviewed it and they overturned it. So how many of those calls didn't get overturned or reviewed, and how many of them were actually real fouls?
Well, you think about this. When you look at the stat line for that game, Detroit and the Thunder, SGA had 25 free throw attempts. The Pistons as a team had 23.
What's going on? What's going on?
The Spurs as a team had 24.
Who had the most free throw attempts?
Castle, he had 10.
Jeez Louise. And he only had how many points? 20,
He had 21.
21.
The Pistons had.
He only made 6.
The Pistons had 23 free throw
Attempt.
attempts, and they only made 12.
Yeah.
So maybe the refs were like, "Fuck that, I'm not putting them on the line no more. Yeah, can't even make. We're
You
giving
have
them a chance,
Every opportunity.
and they can't even freaking capitalize on that."
Well, I mean,
Oh my god.
yeah, that's true. That's true. You can't argue that one, man. That's true. Say, who were they putting? Bruce Bowen at the line? Yeah, Shaq. Lee. Bam? Oh no, he made 40 something.
Scam Bam?
Yeah.
Scam Bam. So, what do we think about the MVP?
So
Like your true thoughts. Like,
I'll say this.
I'll tell you mine, not now, but I'll tell you.
I'll say this. He's in the running.
Yeah, he's in the running, yeah, but so is
Is he gonna win it?
Luka,
No.
so
No,
is
no.
Joker, so is all
Okay,
them.
but I'll tell you this. He is second. I'll tell you right now, he's gonna finish second in MVP voting. I'll say that right now. Does he have a shot? He does. He has to have more games like he did last night, right? He has to have more games like he did last night to finish the season, to be really, really considered. But I'll tell you this: at the beginning of the year, SGA was favored. I think if you look at the betting lines, right, the odds,
Oh yeah.
he was at like minus 250 or something like that. Wemby was at plus 2200.
Okay. Now, you need to explain that.
So-
because for someone like
Okay,
myself who
so-
does not understand the stat lines.
So let's say you bet 100 that SGA was gonna win, right, MVP, and he's at minus 250. You have to bet $250 to win $100. So for your total wins to be 350. Okay. But for Wemby, if you bet $100 and he wins MVP and it was plus 2200, you win $2,200. Now it's changed. Now SGA is minus 350,
No way.
so he's even more favored.
right.
And Wemby is plus 250.
Ooh.
Next in line would be Luka at plus 1600, and then Jokic at plus 6000.
So you would have to bet $350 in order to win $350.
You $350 to win 450. Like you would get your 350 back plus 100.
So what's the point of fucking taking that bet?
Exactly, and that's what they're saying. Like
So you gotta bet a lot.
that's why
In order
that's
to
why
win.
you bet on, of course, the underdogs, right? So you
Yes.
bet on like
Yeah,
Wemby at the
yeah.
beginning of the season. That's the bet to make. Right now, I mean, you bet $100, you're gonna win 350. Right? It's still you're still winning, but it's not a. I mean, dude, I heard a guy freaking tell me that he did a 14 team or 14
Parley.
parlay and won $500. I said, "What'd you bet? $1?
50 cents. That's all
Or
I
did
had.
you pick all the favorites?
That's all I had left in my pocket.
If you picked all the favorites, and you're gonna get minimal. You have to throw in an underdog or something that's like off the wall, at least one to get your dude. When I went to Vegas that one year, I went to bet. I did an 8-team or a 9-team parlay in NFL, and I just picked the teams. I had bet $20. If all of them hit, I would win 1,600.
Okay.
All of them hit, except for, and even including my 2 underdogs. That's why it was so high.
Right.
And the one that lost was a favorite. The freaking sorry Packers lost to Minnesota.
Divisional game, sir. That's a
Yeah,
divisional game.
well, shit, dude, it cost me $1,600.
Thanks, Sabrina.
So that's how the odds work. You gotta bet against underdog, or you gotta bet with underdogs in order to win more money. It's just how it goes.
Well,
So yes, do I feel my thoughts? He's gonna win second.
I think that, yeah. I think he's going to come in second. I don't think he's going to win it. I don't think they're going to allow him to win it. Does he deserve to win it?
What do you think, Frank?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I just have the feeling that he's going to come in second.
I think the MVP is the award. It's supposed to be most valuable player of the league, but you're really is most valuable player of your team.
Which it should be.
No,
No, you're right.
So,
it should
well,
be
what's
the league.
what's the difference? I mean, you're over. So the best player on your team, is that what you're saying?
I mean that's what usually wins it. The best player on the team with the best record most of the time.
So they're the best player of the league.
So they're the best player. I mean, I don't know. It's just
I think what's gonna hurt Wemby's chances is, who was it? Was it Arenas that was saying it? Where he got cut off? Where he was getting frozen?
yeah.
So I think that's what's gonna hurt his chances, is that when people say,
Go bring the votes.
well, where they're saying he's not always the go-to guy, right? Some days Fox carries the team. Some days Castle carries the team.
Somebody said that. Yeah,
Right?
I heard
It was
that.
Arenas,
I
and
heard
he
that.
was
I
like,
heard that.
the Spurs don't even know who their go-to guy is right now. That's what they were
Right.
saying, which is why they're saying that they're not gonna make it out of the first round. They're not gonna do great in the playoffs, which is, to me, is total BS, right? But I think that's what's gonna hurt his chances if they say, unless he has more games like he did last night. If he has more games like that, then I can see where he has a legitimate shot, right? But
So what is okay? What? It was against the Bulls. They played the Bulls.
yeah,
Does he need to have
That
that
type of
type of game against
OKC, Denver.
Denver, because they have Denver coming up, right?
Phoenix.
Twice. Does he have to have that type of game against those types of teams for him to for people to say, "Whoa, wait a minute, maybe it's not SGA. Maybe we give him a chance because of how he played against those teams at the end of the season."
So they have 7 games left. Golden
Only?
State,
Holy
7 games
crap.
left. Golden State, the Clippers, Denver, Philadelphia, Portland, Dallas, and Denver
To end the season.
to end the season.
Wow.
So
So who
out of those 7 games, where does he have to make a splash?
He still hasn't played in Denver this season.
Oh, he's gonna.
He's got 2 more chances.
He's got 2 more
Well, yeah,
chances.
he has to, right?
Well, he
Or
can
did
only
he
miss.
already surpass.
He can only miss 2 more games this season to be
because of the,
qualified for
right postseason.
accolades.
Well, they already clinched the number 2 seed also.
Yeah.
So they can't go lower than number 2. I mean, they can still get number 1, but they can't go lower than number 2.
Who's what's the next one? Who's next? Denver. They're
The
probably
Lakers.
like 5 games out, 4 games out.
Oh, in the standings?
Yeah,
The Lakers.
because they've been on a tear. I guess I haven't really been paying attention to them, but apparently I heard they've been on a tear.
So the Lakers are behind them by 8 games.
Oh, 8 games.
Yeah. And we have 7 games left. So they already clinched number 2.
They ain't no
Okay.
way. They ain't no way.
They already clinched number 2.
Yeah. No, they're in a way. I just personally, I believe that he's going to be second. I don't think they're going to give it to him.
Did you hear him when they asked him why he deserves to be?
No, I didn't hear that, but I heard SGA say what he said. What SGA said about, well, I don't. How did he say it? Like, I let my.
It's
game,
not a boot.
It's not a boot. It's not a boot. That it's. I let my game do the talking. Something like that.
So Wemby, when asked, he said, first off, defense is 50% of the game. And he should outright win Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay.
So that's one.
Right.
His second point was points, offensive points doesn't mean the entire offensive factor of the game. He said exactly what we talked about last week. He changes the direction of the game just by being on the court. He demands attention down low. He demands attention beyond the arc. So he spreads the court open for his team and allows other people to get their points. I don't know. I agree with him, but I also agree that when you have somebody that takes over and that's the other thing. If you look at the Spurs games, man, a lot of them that they're winning, which they should be winning, they're blowing teams out. And you look at OKC, they're winning, but a lot of their games are less than 10 points. And guess what? SGA takes over in those moments. Now, does he get phantom calls? Yes. Does he get put on the free throw line? Yes. But he does take over the game for his team. He's the go-to guy. And I think that's what people are going to look at when they say MVP is Wemby, the go-to guy at the end of the games when they need him. He was against Phoenix. He made the game-winning shot. But he hasn't had or needed to be that person because the Spurs are blowing everybody out.
Yeah.
When they win big.
I was looking at the the minutes per game. And SGA plays about four more minutes compared to Wemby. So he plays about 33.
He's averaging 33 minutes.
Right. And Wemby's about 29, a little over 29.
And Wemby is 29.
So should that, I mean, that's not going to be a factor. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, he has more time on the court to score more points.
I mean, think about it. Last night, he played 40 minutes, SGA. Wemby played 30.
Yeah.
10 less minutes and had 6 less points and with only 4 free throws.
But and there you go. That's a point right there. He scored 41 points in 30 minutes. And SGA scored 47
and 40.
More minutes, more opportunity. That to me doesn't, I don't know. But that's fortunately I still say that. I still say that he's gonna come in
Well,
second.
Cranky didn't tell us. What are your thoughts? Is he gonna come out second?
I mean, he's not gonna win it. So whether he comes out second, third, he's still not gonna
Second
win
is first loser.
it. Yeah, there you go.
You ain't first, you're last. Hopefully, in the playoffs, and then they show something, and then going into next year. What do you? It's too far ahead. No, it's too far ahead. I'm not even going to worry. I'm going to talk about next year, but we're not there yet. We got to worry about being in the playoffs for the first time in
7 years.
7 years. So
So it was 2019.
Right?
yes, we did verify that it was 2019. So Louis brought up an interesting point. Cranky wasn't here actually, so we stopped recording last week, right? And then of course we're always doing the little the talking afterwards, and Cranky excused himself, and Louis brought up an interesting concoction because we were talking about the old fashions and all that stuff, and you brought up
So
an interesting
yeah, I saw
cocktail.
I saw a TikTok where this girl was making a drink, and I've seen a lot of people call it a Gatorade, but they were making it with vodka, right? I saw people making using the cucumber lime Gatorade with vodka and then rimming their glass with tahini and putting a lime or whatever. But then this girl made it with Gatorade and that same Gatorade, the cucumber lime, but with tequila. Same thing, rimmed it the same way. But I think they rimmed it with sugar. I don't remember, something like that. But it looked pretty good, man. And then when I was bringing it up, Porky says, "Oh, I have an interesting story about that." So let's hear that story.
Well, I just thought it was funny that you said that because in the college days, when I was experimenting, beginning of experimentation with the alcoholic beverages, I used to know the guy that was the what are they called? RA? No, RAs? Are they RA? Were they RAs? Like the the attendant, the
Resident.
Yeah. Those people, resident. Anyway. So, mostly when everybody would go home or do whatever, sometimes he would have to stay there because there's some people that wouldn't leave, because they wouldn't go home or they're too far or they would just stay there. So he would have to be there. And like I said, this was when we were just barely experimenting with alcohol. I started off with wine coolers, that's where I started off with.
But I don't remember what we started with.
Whatever it was that came
Mad
from
Dogs.
the corner store.
I think it was Mad Dogs and Boons.
Boons.
Yeah.
So,
At the ripe age of
2.
21.
You said it was 2.
Yeah, it was 2. Two was beer, bro. I think it was Budweiser probably. I don't know.
So one day he's like, "Hey, come on over, hang out or whatever." And so we were okay. So we started drinking straight up tequila, and then it kind of got to the point where it's like, man, we got to mix something with this. We got to mix something with this tequila. It wasn't doing it. And he's like, "Well, what if we put Gatorade?" And I'm like, "Man, what the hell? Let's do it, right?" So he gets a shot glass. He puts a little bit of Gatorade. He puts the tequila in there, and there we are. I mean, we mixed. We didn't know what. I mean, the next morning, it was a little hazy. But it was interesting you said that because we ended up drinking that for the rest of the night just because it was taking away the freaking tequila taste.
Well, you know why? I'm going to give you two things about tequila. One, the reason you were hazy, it depends on what tequila you were drinking too, but the reason you
It was
were
probably
hazy
cheap.
was because of the sugar inside the Gatorade.
Of course.
Because tequila usually, especially if it's like agave or anything like that, if you're just drinking straight tequila, you usually don't wake up with a hangover.
That's what it was.
Okay. Second thing about tequila, if you want to take away the taste of tequila, the two things that I found that help with that, which I don't care because I love the taste of tequila, but pineapple shooter. So you take tequila shot and a pineapple shooter, or a tequila shot with an orange slice rather than a lemon or lime.
So it's the citrus.
Yes, it helps.
Takes away.
Yeah.
Or helps.
Yeah. not so much the citrus, but I think it's just the fruity. The fruit like takes away. So, dude, I had, I don't know, like 8 or 9 tequilas and pineapple shooters one time in DC, and it was, yeah.
Well, it was an interesting thought since Louis ended up bringing it up. and
Well,
I was
just since
like,
we're talking about
well.
drinks really quick, have y'all tasted the Crown Blackberry?
You had it here, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I did have it here.
No.
Now, straight, it's a little rough. It's a little tart. If it's chilled, a little bit better, right? But the best way to drink it is with Sprite. And if you want to get a little bit sweeter, you put a little bit of simple in it, a little bit of sugar, right? But I had the Jack Blackberry here recently, and there was a place I was shooting the pool league, and they were like, "We have these on specials, $5." And I was like, "Okay, well, put Sprite in it, dude." I actually had like 4 of them. They were actually pretty good. So, Blackberry, not a bad thing. People don't like it, but just try it.
I've never. Well, I like the Clear Canadian. Does that count?
Oh, there you go.
Clear Canadian blackberry, no alcohol. I have a Scotch and water, old Scotch.
Where are we at on time?
You don't worry about that, sir. I'm in charge. No, we're good. We got about 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool. We're good.
Did you see?
Let's see.
Okay, so Final Four is going on. March Madness coming to the end. We're at the Final Four now.
Oh, yeah.
UConn versus Duke.
Yeah.
Now, Duke was up by, what, 17, 19 at one point?
19.
19 points. And
Well, 17 in the last I don't know how many minutes that they were. Yeah.
Here comes little old UConn, making a little move, coming back. So they get to the foul game, right? They got to start fouling, with 10 seconds left or so, So they're down by 1.
No, they're down by 2.
Down by 2. And you get a pass and a pass and half of a pass because it was intercepted.
Well, it was tipped. Yeah,
it was tipped,
and then they took it.
intercepted, and one pass, 2 pass, guys wide open, almost from the freaking
logo, yeah.
logo, and hits the 3-pointer.
2-1 the game.
Right. So you guys know about Bobby Hurley, right? You know
Yeah.
who he's related to. Right.
Dan Hurley?
It's Bobby.
Dan Hurley.
Dan Hurley is the coach.
Is the coach.
Is the dad.
Bobby Hurley was the
Bobby
player
Hurley
that
was
played
the player for
for Duke.
Duke.
Duke. Yes, he played
Okay.
for Duke.
Now, Bobby.
Fitting, huh?
Yeah.
That he played for Duke, and that's who that's who they beat.
But did you see what he did?
Yes.
After, to the referee.
I saw. I didn't see it, but I just saw that the referee said it was nothing.
Okay. Well, and I
Well,
get, and
he's
I
going
didn't
to.
know what to think about it either.
I didn't see what happened. So you got.
So after he hits the shot, and the Hurley, he's got that attitude, right? He's got that bravado. He's got that,
Yeah.
like. So they hit the shot, and he's walking around. So
I mean,
the
everybody's
referee-
hugging him.
right,
Everybody's
going
spinning him.
crazy.
He's jumping. Yeah.
People are running on the court when they shouldn't be, and the announcers for like the Duke side are like, "Oh, that should be a technical."
Yeah.
That should be-" I was watching Dan Libitard, and they were
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about it, and they're like, "Oh, that should be a technical." Blah, blah, blah. So anyway, Hurley turns around, and the referee just ends up being right in front of him, and he literally puts his forehead
To forehead
on the referee.
and stares him down.
And just kind of stares him down with this
does
little,
his
this
little shaking. Yeah.
So they're here like this, doing that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then he turns around and walks away. And the radio stations from the Duke side were going crazy about this, saying it should have been a technical. They had guys running out on the court. There was coaches, there was players, and they should be technicals, and this game should be over because they should blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, Cranky said he didn't see it, right? You didn't see, like, the actual.
I didn't see that.
What
I
it
saw
was.
I saw the game winner. I didn't see that.
So that happened, and I'm like, are they making a big deal about it over nothing? Or did he deserve to have something called? Because, I mean, in me, I'm like, I didn't even believe what I just saw. But when I saw that, I was like, ooh, that's kind of...
Well, here's the thing. There can't be a technical because it's technically the end of the game.
well, there was still 3.3
Well,
seconds left.
.3.
0.3 seconds left.
I mean,
And we
you
know what
can.
0.3
Yeah,
means
we
here
know
in San
0.4
Antonio.
means,
Yeah,
But this is
four.
why, and I think what the ref when he meant it was nothing is because he doesn't want to have the game decided by him. Obviously, there was something going on between him and the ref during the game. I think there was a bad call like within the last like 40 seconds of the game that he didn't like, and that was his way of going like, well, forget your call. We still got this, right? Now, for the ref, I'm sorry. I wouldn't have been as nice. I would have teed him up,
See?
but I don't think the ref wanted to decide the game in that fashion by giving them a technical, having them tie the game, and then when it goes to overtime and they lose, then they're gonna be like the ref is the one that lost the game for UConn. I think that's the reason that the ref just said it was nothing. It was nothing.
I'm still, I don't know, man. I'm still kind of on the fence about it.
The
It's
ref
like,
probably had money on the game. That's
I
why.
wouldn't doubt it.
When they
He
hit
probably thought it
the
was-
bud, thank God you hit that shot.
He went to him and said, "Your parlay hit. Your parlay hit. Is your bracket still intact?"
you just won me a lot of money, sir. You just won me a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of on the fence because I'm like, didn't know exactly if anything should have been done. Should they have called technicals on the players? Because there was one player that definitely ran onto the court. There was a bench coach of some sort that ran onto the court as well. But I guess in all the melee and all the commotion, maybe they didn't pay attention to it, or the referees didn't think it was a big deal.
My thing is there's 10 seconds left in the game when Duke had the ball, when bringing in the ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
How much second time do they have to get the ball over to half court? 8
8.
seconds.
8.
Why aren't they running the ball around? 8 seconds left. The clock expires.
Okay. Here's the other thing.
The pass.
You have two options here. First of all, the first pass goes in, right? The second pass goes to your star player, Boozer. He has the ball.
Is that the brother?
Yeah.
Because there's one that's a little better than the other.
Yeah. So he has the ball.
The one that threw the pass is the cheap one.
Yeah.
You mean the one that got deflected, right?
He has the ball.
He's the no good one.
You either do one of two things. You either throw the ball as high as you can in the air and waste the time, or you hold on to that ball and let them foul you, and you shoot free throws, right? And I don't know if y'all saw, there's a local coach here, right? Used to be a coach at our high school before, owns a bar. Think you know who we're talking about.
You could say it. Hey, maybe
no,
they'll
he
sponsor
knows.
the show.
He does. He's heard our show before. So Durbin, Coach Durbin, right? Gary Durbin owns Hunter's Lounge.
Hunters.
He posted. He says this is why IQ, and Cranky and I talk about this all the time, whether it's baseball, football, or basketball. IQ will always supersede 5-star talent because the IQ there is hold the ball, take the foul, throw the ball in the air, waste the time, right? You don't have to make the extra pass. The one thing he did is he turned around, put the ball down, and immediately looked. It wasn't looking where he was going. He just turned around and was, let me just try to throw the ball somewhere. Bro, take the foul, throw the ball in the air, man. Like, IQ will tell you, waste the time. Even if they're not fouling you, you have 8 seconds, like we said.
Right.
You have 8 seconds, right? So you're sitting there and you're doing this. If you're holding the ball for the 8 seconds, even if the time runs out, even if you get the
8 seconds.
the 8 second call, you only give them 2 seconds to now run a play.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they had any timeouts. I don't know who.
No. But like, let's say they get the 8 seconds.
No. I'm talking about like that happened.
Oh,
I don't know. UConn had any timeouts left.
I don't remember if they did or not.
You do. I don't know if they had any. And
but they still have to bring in the ball from half court.
yeah,
So you still have to make them run a play. And you're right. If they don't have a timeout, they can't call. They're gonna have to call a play that they've already. They can't design a play. They're gonna have to just, hey, bring it in and see who can take the open shot.
Yeah.
But let the time run out. Don't sit there and panic. And that's exactly what he did. He panicked, tried to do the extra pass. It got deflected. The guy gets the ball, hits the game when he
not
shot.
only that, when the guy gets the ball, he passed it to the guy that shot the ball.
So the guy that got the ball passes it,
Right.
and then they pass it back to him.
No, he didn't pass it. It was only one pass. He got the ball. Oh, the guy that deflected it passes it to one guy, and then he passes it back to the guy who
And then he
deflected
shoots it
and
from
he
the top, yeah.
But what I'm saying is when he passes it when he deflects it, and they pass it to the first guy, why didn't they foul that guy?
Yeah.
That's another thing. They
It would have
fouled
just
him.
been 2 shots.
Maybe could have been a 1-on-1.
Yeah. And if he misses one, you win. If he makes both, you
You're
tie
tied.
and you go to overtime.
Or not only do you tie, and then depending on how much time is left, you still have a shot for the last.
Yeah.
So it was.
You know, because sometimes when you win, you actually lose.
We were.
And sometimes when you lose, you actually win. Sometimes when you win or lose, you actually tie. Where's that from, man? White man can't jump.
We going to
Gloria.
Sizzler. We going to Sizzler.
Oh.
I when the play was happening, we were actually. I think we were just about to eat dinner or watching a game, and once he made that pass so they passed it in, they passed it back to the one guy, and he made that pass and he shot it right between the two guys to half court. Once he made that pass, I said, "Oh, the game's over."
Yeah.
Because you would think that whoever's getting that ball is going to know what they have to do with it. They're either going to hold it, they're either going to try and actually dribble it to maybe get away. I mean, he did have 2 guys on him, but he had space.
Or
He
you
could have dribbled out back this way, looked at somebody else who
Or
could
he
have
could
been
have
open.
passed it back to the guy that gave it to him. Again,
Right.
you have 8 seconds. Even if you want to keep it on that side of the court, just don't give up. Don't.
Can you
don't
imagine
turn
all
the
the
ball over, man.
all the basketball people that are just going crazy?
Yeah.
Realizing,
I mean, it's like in football where you're saying, "Hey, just kneel the ball," but you're running a play and they fumble the ball. Like that's don't do something dumb.
What is it called? The miracle of the Meadowlands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I just wanted to get you guys' take on that. Well, and like I said, the Hurley thing, I mean, I guess it turned out to be not a big deal. I mean,
Well,
I guess it's not a big deal.
Again, it's fitting. I think that Dan Hurley beats
Yeah,
Duke.
yeah. It's funny, and the reaction. Did you see his mom's reaction?
Yes. Holy shit. No, she said, what the fuck? She says, what the fuck?
She was like, what the holy shit.
Oh man.
No, that was hilarious.
And these dookie radio station hosts that are want a tech call or whatever. Maybe if you hold on to the ball like we're talking about, that play never happens, and you don't have to.
Exactly.
And, and it doesn't have to go to.
Y'all get called for the tech for running onto the court.
Yeah,
because
they don't have
won.
to worry about the technical or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's only happened because they lost that they want a tech now.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah, it was funny listening to that, Reg. I was watching the Dan Libetard, and they were running the radio station call on the guy, and he's like, "Oh," and he loses the pass, and it's deflected, and he hits the shot. And then he starts going, "Well, this guy's running out to the court. Dude, that should be a technical." And blah, blah, blah. And yeah, they kept running it back. It was hilarious. All right, well, let's finish off on this. I mentioned it to the guys earlier, and I don't think they knew exactly what it was.
Oh yeah.
Hood Uber.
Okay, let me take a stab at it.
Hood Uber. What do you think?
Is that the one where they're doing Uber rides, but not through the Uber app, and it's off of like a social media thing?
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
I've heard of that, dude, and that's stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Plain and simple is
Stupid.
Stupid as you can be. How? Now there's a reason why that there's these people
Are
don't
not on the
right,
Uber app.
That's why they don't go through Uber.
You have to pass a background check.
That's why they don't go through a Lyft or Uber.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it.
Yeah, you have to pass a background check.
So you on both sides.
Yeah.
The person has to be a good driver, and then whoever you're picking up, you got to know that this person is decent. Of course, you don't always know because me and Cranky actually come from that side. We've
I've done
been
it too.
through that.
I've
You
done
did
it
it too. So, I mean, we know what it's like, right? If you're a good driver, you're gonna get good people. That's what the way Lyft always worked. If you were a 4.5 to 5-star driver, you were gonna get the 4.5 to 5-star people. Right? Because the other drivers rated them, and they say, "Oh, this guy's good. He gave him 5 stars." Right? So you're gonna get those people.
Yeah.
Hood Uber. Who in the hell knows who you're gonna get as a passenger
And as a driver.
and as a driver? And I see these posts like, well, Bobby Leal lives at 116 Cantrell, owes me $40 because he went into his house and he never came out, and now he owes me money, and I gotta go to his. I'm like, are you kidding me?
He doesn't even live there. You dropped him off there.
I'm like, are you
He
serious?
ran to the back alley to his real house.
Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example.
Come on, what is this?
I remember doing Uber, bro, and I remember one time I went to go pick up a guy, and it gives me the address that I'm picking him up at. Oh. And when I go, I'm waiting. I keep looking at the door for the door to open for this guy to come out. And all of a sudden, he's coming out the alley on the side of the house. And I was like, dude, do I feel safe now doing this? I don't know if this is safe. Like, the guy literally just used that address for me to pick him up at, but he wasn't even at the address. He was in the alley, coming out of the alley. I just,
well, because even on real Uber, you still don't know who you're picking up. You still don't know, like you said, like he could just put this address here.
Yeah.
Right? He could just put it and then come from down the street and be, hey,
Well, not only that, you also can order the ride for somebody.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. You can do that too.
You can order the ride for somebody.
Yeah, I
So
remember
then you
going
don't
one
know
day,
who you're
"Hey,
picking up at that
Jose?"
point either.
And the girl's like, oh, yeah, he's not coming. Okay.
You're looking at the phone, you're
Yeah.
all like, that's not Gina.
Yeah.
Gina.
Oh, I'm Gina.
Oh, man.
So I saw this and I'm like, is this real? Like, is it?
It definitely
and
is.
apparently it is.
It came out on the news.
Now, the cranky. Remember they had that situation, right? Remember that when after the concert, your sister and the guy,
Yes.
all that.
The phone.
And it's kind of like was kind of the same thing because it wasn't technically Uber, right?
It's the guys that sit outside the stadiums.
Yes.
They sit
Yes.
outside the
So
stadiums.
they sit outside.
Hey, you need an Uber? Yeah, I have the app.
or they're holding a sign, right? They're
Yeah.
holding some sort of sign that
They
says
charge you a flat rate.
A flat rate.
Whatever this much to get you where you gotta go.
Yeah.
And that's their Uber.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's hood Uber right there.
or it was more like, hey buddy, I got hey buddy.
Yep.
I saw this, and I'd seen glimpses of it, but when I really went into, there's an actual site that you can look at.
Yeah.
And they have these, and
They
these
have their own
people-
page,
Yeah,
yes.
and they're like, but it's like, hey, I'll be available for.
They're talking about shutting that page and that site down. It came out
Man,
on the
'cause you
news
don't
because
know.
of the danger that
You
comes
don't
with
know who
it.
you're picking up,
Yeah.
man. You don't
Or
know
even
who
at
you're
that.
picking up, and you don't know who's driving.
Who's picking you up?
Exactly.
Which
Come on,
goes back
man.
to like what happened in New York. An actual Uber driver sexually assaulted and killed a girl. Was taking her to a location, stopped, assaulted her, killed her, threw her body somewhere, and went on about his day. They didn't catch him till later, but how did they catch him? Because they tracked him back down to his
Right.
Uber account.
Exactly.
So
So why? I mean, okay. And look, and I was thinking about this the whole time because I'm like, you know what? The way things are, I just put $3.89 worth of a gallon of gas in my car right now. So prices are going up. I get that. I get it. If you can afford it, then this is not for you. But for the ones that are having a little trouble, with whatever, either they don't have a car or they can't pay for their gas,
here's the site.
find another way, dude.
Here's the site.
Find another way, dude. Don't drop that low that you have to
Risk your life?
Risk your life
Yeah.
for a ride to work.
Yeah.
Take
Or
the
to the bar.
freaking bus.
Or from the
Or
bar.
to the bar, right? Because that person might have just left the same damn bar. Right?
Damn right.
It's like, wait, hey, where are you coming from? I'm at this bar. I'm at the same damn bar, bro.
We like that one episode with Married with Children. And you'd be like, wait a minute, this is not where my address. Well, see this little monitor here on my face there? If I go one more mile, that's what it's gonna be like. Shit.
Oh, man.
And I could not believe. I was like, is this real? It's freaking
It's
real.
freaking real.
And
Hood Uber.
And I'm
Hood
surprised.
Uber.
I'm surprised you haven't heard like anything bad come out of it yet. You
Not
Well-
nothing like major, like
Nothing
somebody
major.
getting
But-
hurt.
But like I said,
or-
it did come out on the news, and they were talking about the danger of it because a lot of them were, oh, people owe me money, or this person didn't pay. People skipped out on paying,
Right,
stuff like that.
exactly.
Yeah.
And if somebody doesn't pay you, you're not gonna get paid. Just go up on your day.
Because what obligation do the cops have? If you call the cops and
Yeah.
you say, "Well, I gave this guy a ride. He owes me $40."
Yeah.
Oh, do I? I don't even know who you are. I don't even know your name. Jimmy? Is that your real name? I don't think so. Like,
Dick? Your name Dick?
Dick. It's
Yeah.
Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I mean, like I said, times are tough. You know, stuff's going up. Tomorrow, there's going to be a lot of angry people in the state of Texas.
Yep.
When April 1st comes around.
Yep. Snap
and
benefits.
You can't go to the corner store and buy soda.
Candy.
Or candy.
Did you see
or
that,
anything.
that Alamo candy was like all mad, like they were gonna lose a lot of business.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
They
they
are.
are.
Yeah, they are.
And the corner stores are going to lose money too.
Yeah.
Those are their biggest customers. You go to the corner store and you buy the chips, the candy, the sodas, and everything. You buy everything.
Well,
you
the
can buy
chips are
ices.
still.
You can buy ices
yeah,
with it.
Yeah, QT.
Not
same thing.
anymore.
Now you're still gonna be able to buy snacks. You just can't buy candy or any non-alcoholic drink that has more than 5 grams of sugar or sweetener.
You can buy chips. You can
You
still
can
buy
chips and snack cakes and stuff like
because
that.
they consider that
yeah,
you know
it's a snack.
snack or
Yeah.
whatever. But you can't buy anything that's sugar. You can't buy Monsters.
Well, and it was funny.
You can't buy Red Bulls.
What's
What if it's
interesting?
sugar free?
Well, see, and this is what I was
there's
telling
a lot
Sabrina.
of rules.
Hold on,
There's
this
a
is what
lot
I was
of
telling
rules.
Sabrina because I was like, hey, but what about like when you have like Coke Zero that has no sugar?
that
or-
I think that's not part of it.
Well, see, and that's what I'm saying. Things like that, like Gatorade or the Red Bulls that have no sugar. Like,
It's
are
a
those
percentage.
still you're still able to purchase? Like, it just I don't know.
It depends on the percentage.
There-
and
yeah,
all
so they
that.
say you're gonna
Yeah,
have to go.
yeah.
Apparently, what the grocery stores are gonna be doing is labeling things that are gonna say SNAP eligible.
Well, they already
and,
do.
Huh?
They already
Well, they
do.
do.
Well,
I know,
they do, but yeah.
they're gonna do for the things that are now gonna be like questionable. Like, hey, is this still part of it? So they're gonna be labeling more, is from what I heard.
Can't wait to see these TikTok videos.
telling you, man, there's gonna be a lot of angry people tomorrow.
yeah.
They're already angry because they can't use them.
To
Because
buy alcohol.
yeah, something like that, you know.
Can you use TANF? You know what TANF is?
Yeah.
Can you use TANF for alcohol?
I don't know, because that's coming from, technically it's coming from the government, right? But it's supposed to be what the other parent is supposed to pay back to the government. Technically, something like that. I don't know.
I was just curious.
Well, we can end on this. You know, San Antonio staple stuff. We talked about chachos.
Yep.
In our group, we've been talking about Rolando's, and we come to find out that they're still open, right?
It's still
They're,
alive.
they're still alive. Matter of fact, I just passed by the one on West Avenue, or the one on Hildebrand, on the way to Chris Madrid's.
Ooh.
We went to Chris Madrid's last week because Daniel, they took first in district, and so they took them over there to go eat. So we went to join them and went to go eat. And there's I don't know if you remember their menu, but there's a item on there called Porky's Delight.
Really?
Yeah.
Me?
You.
This
I
guy?
saw it, and they have a shirt. That guy, and they have a shirt, and I was like, "What's on this thing?" It has bacon slices, melted cheddar cheese with mayo, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and pickles.
Wow.
Called Porky's Delight because it has the bacon. So
And this was at Chris Madrid?
Chris Madrid's.
Son of
Yeah.
a gun. How
We went
long
over
have
there.
they had that?
I don't know, but it's dude. And then they just you remember how it burned, right? It burned down kind of a little bit. I mean, it's
Yeah.
remold
Yeah.
to the
Insurance,
point where
you
they
know.
have the inside, outside. They have the.
I mean, it
it's-
did burn down not too long after that guy bought it. I'm just saying. Just not too long after that guy took it over.
That's what happens to a lot of the corner stores.
But they
too.
still have the large fries that come in a big basket like this, and it's toppled over. Golly, man, it was
Chris
good.
Madrid.
Chris
Like
Madrid.
I remember, Chris Madrid's had a sheet of cheese.
Yeah.
Coming off the side of the burger, man.
Yeah, they still have those.
But it's I don't know. Is it the same?
I don't know. It was still good though.
I used to literally cut the excess cheese around and eat that by itself.
Yeah.
That's how much cheese used to be on that damn thing.
What I do
I don't know if
like,
it's
what
the
I
same.
do like about the nachos there is that they're individual nachos, and each nacho has the same amount of meat,
Yeah.
cheese, everything. You know, they're individual, not like a pile of chips with stuff just thrown
Not
in.
like a King Kong.
Not like the King Kong,
Monster Kong.
the Monster Kong
Monster
now.
Kong.
That's another thing we found out
At
this week.
Chacho's.
Yeah.
The Monster Kong. So it's not the King Kong nachos. They're,
Monster Kong.
But why change it, man? Stay with the, you know, that's what everybody knows it as. Nobody
The
knows that
ownership,
Monster
man.
Kong.
Gotta be
Everybody
the
knows it
ownership.
as the King Kong.
Gotta be
King
the
Kong
ownership.
platter. King Kong platter. I'm hungry now.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Well, now you know, I didn't see it on the newspaper where he won district. Just to let you know.
Hold on. I would have to probably agree with you, but then I'd have to say, you don't even look at the damn newspaper, so shut up.
Even if I did, I probably still wouldn't see it.
because you don't buy it, you can only watch for like 5 seconds, and it's like,
Hey, and then his sister today just won district for hers. Now, she's in JV, he's in varsity. He's going to regionals
Dang.
on the 17th in Corpus, so good luck to him.
Congratulations, Daniel, right? Mm-hmm. Call out to Daniel. Congratulations to Daniel. Now we gotta finish off with this one person.
I was
who-
just
who
gonna say that.
We've
We've
completely
overlooked him
forgotten.
The
We've
last 2 episodes.
overlooked him, and I'm sure he's pretty pissed.
PO'd.
It's too bad we had to bring him up like this. We could have brought him up a different way better. But go ahead.
We're talking about the umpires, right?
Yeah,
we
I
could have
know.
brought him.
Hey,
up,
you know
but
what? And
no.
I was thinking that.
I know
when
what you're talking about.
Or when I talked about the local coach, I thought about him too. I was like, you know what? We should have brought him in at that time. But
Because there's one sports subject we haven't talked about that we could have brought him up.
cornhole.
Yes.
Oh, and the BAM. The
I
BAM.
thought you were gonna
cornhole.
say speed racing, but maybe.
No, because the guy that made the news in the cornhole.
Oh my!
Oh,
perfect way to
right,
bring-
You're right. We didn't talk about him. That was dang. We over.
Well, we're probably gonna have to hold that.
Yeah,
till
we're
next
gonna have to.
episode.
We're gonna have to bring him up next week. But we will bring
But-
him up this week.
But we have to say
A big shout
a
out.
big shout out to John. He had a small issue. He
Yeah.
had an issue come
Recently.
up
Yeah,
recently,
health
and,
issue, yeah.
and so we're hoping he recovered well. But maybe he was upset because we hadn't said his name.
Oh, because we hadn't recorded, and
Yeah,
he was
well,
probably like,
yeah.
"Wait, when are y'all gonna?" He did send a couple of messages. Hey, when are y'all gonna record again?
know.
So.
He's sitting at home like that.
So, when you see this, John,
he's
you know that we love you,
the South Side version of Hot Wheels.
Coach John.
Juan Panseco,
Juan
ladies and gentlemen.
Panseco.
Juan Panseco.
Stallions legend.
All right. Well, John, there you go. There's your shout out. And that is it. I guess that's it.
That's
We're
it,
gonna-
man. On to next week.
On to
Happy
Spurs.
Easter, everyone.
Have a good Easter.
Bundle up. Make sure you stay warm. It's supposed to be
64 degrees. The
it's
cold
supposed to
front's
be
coming in.
71, so, you know.
Really?
Go to HEB and stock up.
Buy all the toilet paper
Well,
and milk.
yeah. Well, we know what they're not going to be able to buy.
I guess I know what I'll be eating this weekend because that's the only thing that's gonna be on the shelf, and I don't have Snap.
All the candies you want, bro.
There you go,
All
bro. All
the
the
candy and
candies you
soda
want.
you need.
Be wired this weekend. Sugar rush.
All right, man. That's it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.
Peace.